Okay, let's go.
What's up, fam? It's me, Big Sarge, Connect tonight from the business side. And tonight we're going to jump into this trendy but very common problem that's going on in today's relationships. And that problem is disrespect.
Okay, let's go.
What's up? Disrespectful men in relationships, disrespectful women in relationships. I was supposed to have a female co-host on with me tonight so that we could go into the different gestures and things that men do are disrespectful. But since she's not here, I'm just going to go ahead and focus on the disrespectful women. And later on down the line, we're going to come into the gestures and things that men do that are disrespectful. So, being a relationship advocate, it is nothing more than that I'm always going to promote is successful, happy, and longevity in relationships. That's all I'm going to focus on. So I'm not actually focusing on the problems or the different things that women do that are disrespectful, because most of them know by now that they're disrespectful, and most of the men know that they're disrespectful. So I'm going to focus on what do we do once we encounter that disrespect. And the first thing that we do, gentlemen, is we don't take it personally. Do not take it personally. Her argument is hers, her reactions is hers, her disrespect is hers. It's not yours. What you want to do is that you want to come down, sit down, maintain your frame so that you can focus on what the problem is. So then that way you can figure out how you're going to address the problem and sit down and discuss it together so that you can go on and be in a happy relationship. The second thing is that you want to start by always making sure that those conversations and relationships that you two have are about her. Try to pinpoint that problem is that you can discuss, or that the problem that she's having, so that way she'll know that you care about her. She'll know that you're thinking about her, and she'll know that you focus on her. That way you can dive into the problem and that you can get down and fix it. And that way, by the time that you focus on her needs, it will let her know that you're important to her. The third thing is to keep in mind that this doesn't happen overnight. By the time you two come up with the problem, come up with a solution, you're not going to be able to repair it overnight. In fact, fam, sometimes, and if not most times, you're probably going to need professional help. You're going to need counselors, you're going to need families, you're going to need friends. Somewhere we have this whole misconception that we can handle everything on the inside. No, fam. You actually have family members and professional help around you for people that know their situation. Because when you're in it, you don't see clearly. So because you don't see clearly, sometimes you need to lean on your family, lean on your friends. And if push comes to shove, call in the big boys, call in the marriage counselors, call in your pastor, do whatever you have to do. But at the end of the day, you do not want to let a simple argument ruin your relationship. So the fourth thing that you want to do is that you want to keep in mind that this may take several conversations to correct, several conversations to get through. It's going to take many, many nights, if not many, many days of how you're going to repair these issues. But as long as you two are together and you're focused on repairing them, you should be able to do it. And the last thing that you need to do, the fifth and the last thing that you need to do is keep in mind that sometimes, fam, sometimes it's not an answer to these solutions. And when you and she have come down and you actually come down what the problem is, how you're going to correct it, and if she or even you, gentlemen, even if you're not willing to do it, then you have to be prepared to walk away. Because what you need to do is keep in mind that by the time these arguments happen, that they're a cry for help. And if you're unwilling to help, or if she's unwilling to help or change, then fam, you just got to realize that you're probably at the end of that relationship. And sometimes, although I'm an advocate for relationships, if you're in one that just can't work, then you need to realize that. You need to let her know that you will not tolerate disrespectful, inappropriate behavior, and that the only way you can enforce this, gentlemen, the only way you can enforce it is that you must be willing to walk away. Because if you stay in it, trust me, it's going to take you out of frame all the time. You're going to find yourself constantly arguing and bickering with your queen, and it's just going to cause more problems in the relationships. And if children are involved, it's just going to end up making the children end up retaliating either against you or against her. It's going to cause a lot of friction and tension in the relationship. And at the end of the day, that's not what we want. At the end of the day, we want happy and successful relationships. I've just given you the top 5 ways on how you can handle and recognize that disrespect in a relationship and how you can correct it and adjust it. If there's anyone out there that have any other helpful tips, leave them in the comment section, fam. This is all about family and relationship progressiveness. This is Big Sarge, fam, and I'm out.